Today we'll be playing everyone's favorite game, League of Legends. Okay, maybe not everyone's favorite game, but this is literally one of the only games I've played and I've actually enjoyed more than a couple of hours. So, like for example, like story-based game, like what is it, role-playing game, RPGs or whatever it's called. I start them. That concept is cool, where I'm a character, I explore the whole world, but I just get bored of it because it doesn't really thrill me as much as a competitive game would. So I don't think I've ever loved a game and hated a game as much as League of Legends. I remember in high school, a lot of people played. I didn't really play it until I started, until my senior year of high school. So all of high school I didn't really play it, middle school I didn't really play it, but people around me played it all the time, and I used to be very confused on why it looked ugly, to be honest. If you don't know a single thing about League, when you look at someone else playing it, you don't know a single thing that's going on. It looks ugly, it looks confusing, a lot of things are happening, all the lights are flashing, explosions, like, I don't know. I used to be one of those people who, when my brother played League of Legends, and let's say my parents wanted me to do something, and I wanted my brother to do it, I would just be like, just pause it, you know? That's a classic meme that parents don't understand. That was me. I was the dude who would be like, oh yeah, just pause the game and take out the trash or do the dishes or something like that. I never really understood it when I watched other people play it in high school. Actually, I was like very nerdy, and I mean, I feel like I'm a nerd too. I don't know, it depends on who you ask, but it was funny me calling it nerdy when I am also a nerdy person overall. But yeah, I just thought it was like the same people who like anime would be the same people who play League, and I dabbled into anime, and then I was like, it's fine, League is just like it's a game that people play, whatever. I'd rather go outside. I lived in a cul-de-sac, so I just rather play basketball, soccer, whatever. So I never really got into it in high school. And then my brother and friends were almost addicted to it low-key. They're like, as soon as they got home, they started playing that game. I was like, okay, I'd rather level up in... I was very judgmental, I guess, looking back on it, when I didn't really even understand what I was even talking about. But yeah, in my school, it was huge. A large chunk of people, guys and gals, who would love to play this game. So how I started was, I essentially moved my senior year of high school, which I can talk about that in another stream, but that is one of the worst things you can do, because senior year is one of the most fun years, and when you move far away and you barely know anyone, it's not one of the most fun times. I mean, like, you get to know more people and stuff, but it's never at the same level as the people I knew at my old school. But either way, it was too long ago to worry about now. But essentially, since I didn't know anyone that summer that I moved before my senior year, that's when I was just stuck at home. The place I moved was way too hot in the summer, like nearing 100 degrees to even go outside or to the park, at least until the evening time. So the only thing left I had was to do something on my computer. So initially I started with, watching TV shows, watching some movies, yada yada yada. Eventually ran out of stuff to do, and then I was like, finally, F it. My friends from my old high school were playing this game, and I feel like that's a good way to connect. So I just downloaded the game on my Mac. Oh no, did I have a Mac at the... No, I think I just had like a really old Windows laptop. So I downloaded that game, and the first game, I remember I died like 20 times, and then I uninstalled it. I was like, yeah, no, I was completely right. This game is the worst game I've ever played in my life. It's very unenjoyable. The skill gap was insane with the people I was playing with versus who I was, and I really, really wish I never picked up that game again. But as you can expect from the story, it gets worse. My life just goes downhill from there. So I give it a few months. I don't have any urge to play this game. I still had a chance to walk away, but lo and behold, it was winter break, or I guess when the champion Echo came out. When did Echo come out? Maybe it wasn't winter break. Oh shoot, never mind. It was not Echo. It was senior year winter break is when I picked it up again, and so that was December 2024. Or not 2024. 2014. And then I started liking it a little bit more, but still not at a hooked level or care about my rank or level or anything like that. And then summer after graduation, when I still had 3 months before I started college, that's when Echo came out. And that's when I really got invested in it. To this day, it has haunted me in unimaginable ways, as it has, I'm sure, with a lot of other people. Which we can get into another time, but essentially, spoiler alert, I got addicted really badly, to the point where it messed with a lot of stuff in my life, actually. But yeah, like I said, we'll get into that some other day.